Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Why Is This Even a Thing? Today's subject, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, Minister in the Presidency. You know, that useless title created just so someone could get paid for doing absolutely nothing. Her position is so unnecessary, even the mosquitoes in Parliament are confused about why she's there. This woman is basically the political equivalent of a chair warmer. Except, at least a chair warmer has a purpose. She's just here to burn taxpayer money like it's her personal bonfire. And guess what? She's still trying to make herself sound important by whining about the DA's refusal to support the budget. Before we continue, if you're loving the content and want to take things to the next level, why not consider joining the channel? As a member, you'll unlock some seriously awesome perks. We're talking exclusive badges, emojis to flex in the comments, sneak peeks of upcoming videos, and even special shoutouts during the show. Plus, you'll be directly supporting the channel so I can keep bringing you the best content possible. Just hit that join button below and take your seat among the legends. And hey, if you're not ready to join, no worries. Your likes, comments, and shares still mean the world to me. Thanks for being here and know that you are appreciated. Now let's keep this party going. Now, Khumbudzo claims the DA's opposition to the budget has nothing to do with the VAT hikes or the fact that the budget itself is a flaming hot mess. No. According to her, it's all about the Expropriation Act. Apparently, the DA is on some kind of magical anti-transformation crusade, trying to destroy the Expropriation Act because... what? They're allergic to bad ideas? Sorry, Khumbudzo, but even a half-dead cockroach can see the budget is a disaster. It's like trying to pass off a pile of steaming garbage as gourmet cuisine. She actually said, and I quote, "It's a pity they've got the megaphones and the scribes who can make their voices very loud." Well, excuse me, your royal cluelessness, but the only reason everyone's shouting is because they're tired of being force-fed your broken policies. And then, with the delusion cranked up to 11, she accuses the DA of being anti-poor and anti-middle class. Khumbudzo, your budget is about as anti-poor as it gets. It's practically the government's way of saying, we're here to save you from the horror of having money in your pocket. It's like a thief robbing you blind and then calling you greedy for wanting to keep your own stuff. If your economic plan was a car, it would be a flaming wreckage with square wheels and a one-way ticket to oblivion. And you'd still be in the driver's seat, grinning like you just won the lottery. But wait, it gets better. To Khumbudzo, the Expropriation Act is apparently the hill everyone's trying to die on. Forget about economic stability or actually helping the poor. No, it's all about protecting her precious little act like it's the Holy Grail. You've got more passion for defending an act nobody cares about than you do for saving the economy. Your job is so pointless it makes a fridge in Antarctica look useful. You're like a lifeguard stationed in the middle of the Sahara Desert, proudly waiting to save people from drowning. And then, oh boy, the IFP, the only party dumb enough to actually support this garbage fire of a budget. Their strategy is like bringing a snorkel to a forest fire and wondering why everything's still burning. And let's not forget our genius of a finance minister, Enoch Godongwana. This guy's been warned 1,000 times that hiking VAT is economic suicide, but he's out here like, hey, let's do it again. What could go wrong? Enoch, you couldn't balance a seesaw if your life depended on it. You'd make a toddler look like Warren Buffett. But back to our darling Khumbudzo. What exactly does the minister in the presidency even do? Nobody knows. It's like a bad joke with no punchline. Her title is so vague, it sounds like someone hit the random job generator button and just rolled with it. She's about as useful as a parachute made of cement. And the worst part? If we fired her tomorrow, the only thing that would change is that taxpayers would save a couple of million rand. Maybe then they could afford bread after your precious VAT hikes. Oh, and when asked what happens if the budget isn't passed, she pulls out the Public Finance Management Act like it's her get-out-of-jail-free card. Don't worry, folks. We can just keep bleeding you dry under the old budget. Crisis averted. That's like telling a starving man, don't worry, we're out of food, but here's a picture of a sandwich. Khumbudzo, you're about as reassuring as a shark handing out swimming lessons. So here we are. A minister who's more useless than a solar panel at midnight, a budget that's about as stable as a toddler on roller skates, And the nerve to act like the DA is the problem. Khumbudzo, if your entire political existence was a movie, it would be called How to Achieve Absolutely Nothing and Still Get Paid for It. And here's the kicker, you're not just irrelevant, you're actively making things worse. Because at the end of the day, the only thing you're really good at is pointing fingers and burning money. So maybe, just maybe, instead of ranting about the DA and their megaphones and scribes, you should be asking yourself one simple question. What the hell am I even doing here? Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.